Okay, I hope you enjoyed the meditation. So we did an intense meditation, and we are meeting after a few weeks. We had a wonderful trip to Egypt. It was an amazing experience where we had everyday meditation, everyday satsang on the Nile River, in the cruise, and wherever we went, with all the temples, ancient temples, which were 5,000 years old, more than 5,000 years old. So, and the experience in the Great Pyramid in the King's Chamber is also very amazing. The intense group meditations. So today we'll focus on question and answers. Basically, there are many people who are emailing certain questions. And so this is Sunday is a session, is an opportunity to have a live interaction, to ask for questions. And people from the YouTube also can chat the questions. If it is a real question, a good question, a meaningful question, then we'll take those things. So whoever is ready, you can raise your hand and introduce yourself, and you can ask for questions. And also there were a few emails. They were emailing about asking for the bank details of the new foundation we have started, Breath Energy Health Foundation. They said it is their guidance, they received guidance, their own meditation, or it is their intuition to support for this cause, because the Breath Energy Health Foundation is going to exclusively reach out to the youngsters between the age group of 15 and 35 and organize many meditation workshops across India and reach out to universities, working people, to educate them about the spiritual science, to educate about happy living, healthy living. And yes, we will share the account details in this session. I think Nilima will be sharing the account details. But whoever is interested, whoever is guided, please be part of this grand mission. So now if you have any questions, please raise your hand. We'll go with it.
I want to know, you have gone to Egypt, no?
Hmm?
I want how to experience there at that place.
Not how to experience?
On that place, because I read Paul Pranton book, no?
Yeah.
Discovery of Egypt. Is it same like that?
Unless you experience, how will you come to know?
Because I'm not able to go there, no?
Okay, so then we should ask from the people who have went there. I think there are few people who have joined the Egypt trip. Maybe I will unmute. I will ask them to speak. Okay, so who would like to say? Maybe Asha Pai is here. Deepa Joshi is here. Yeah, maybe we'll ask from Asha Pai. Asha Pai ji, yes.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, everybody. As far as the question of the Egypt trip,
just quickly introduce yourself, madam, for the other people.
I'm Asha Pai, Dr. Asha Pai. I'm from Florida, and I went for the Egypt trip with Pradeep sir and 32 other people. We were going to. I went there only to meet Pradeep sir. So Egypt for me was a very different and great experience. I had not read any other books about Egypt. So whatever spiritual things I experienced there was totally my own experience. It was really beautiful and extremely spiritual. Many of the things you felt like you were part of the whole thing. It did not feel like a historical place. It felt more like you were in it. You were just in it, and the meditations we did were extremely powerful. The group because I went with the spiritual group, the benchmark itself was on a higher level to begin with. So I'm sure you should make the trip, especially since you have read the book, and you will probably have wonderful experiences. The energy level, the crown chakra, the third eye, all that was just a flame, I would say. So yes, wonderful experience.
Thank you.
And now I am in Agasthiyar ashram, close to Pradeep sir and Parvati ma'am, and so that is the cherry on top of the Egypt trip.
She has no plans to come, but she decided, okay, let me come and spend a few days in the ashram. Great.
No, I have plans to come.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
And we want more ashrams like this all over the world, isn't it? There are many people. Actually, I got few invitations from different parts. He says, sir, can you please set up a similar ashram in our country? We will support you. And because we want to support our countrymen, we want to do seva to our the citizens of our country. So I got this invitation from UK, and I got this invitation from Sri Lanka. Can you please come and you just be there? We'll set up this kind of an ashram, and you please make this as a base. Today morning, there was a phone call. So somebody owns a land near Narmada River in Jabalpur, and they are willing to give the land. They are willing to spend the money. They are willing to set up everything, high class facility. So they just want us to come and guide them, spiritually guide them, set up the things, and so just do our programs there. It's quite interesting to see how people really get inspired and get into this unconditional service where they have this motivation to serve others. It's amazing. Wonderful. So, Asha ji, since you are in this ashram, maybe you will be part of the US ashram as well.
Yes.
Service where they have this motivation to
Yes,
serve.
for sure, sir. For sure.
Yes. And yeah, let us hear few other. So surprised to hear why they come to Egypt trip. Because Asha ji said, oh, I want to attend the retreat, your retreat. I couldn't attend your retreat. So I thought I'll come to the trip to see you, to spend some time with you. That was Asha ji's reason to come to Egypt. And there's another interesting reason Deepa ji will have. Yes, Deepa ji, please introduce yourself and go ahead.
Hello everyone, I am Deepa Joshi from Bengaluru. So yes, sir said that I want to be a part of Egypt group, only for group and meditation with group. So I said that I am not interested in Egypt. That is true, and we have enjoyed a lot and lots of fun also with spirituality. So I can say wherever sir will go, or whatever the place, don't worry, just go in trip and enjoy the group. That is really very helpful. So thank you, sir, for wonderful trip, and thank you all group. We feel so good. We'll see the lovely faces like Ladakh from Madhvi and Losini. So it's really it should be experienced. I can pray everyone can have this fun and enjoyment and learning in trip. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So we'll hear from Losini from Malaysia. All unique, different people have different experiences.
Hi, I'm Loshni here from Malaysia. Okay. Actually, why I joined Egypt trip, I'm the person who not really interested in temples, buildings. I just want to join the team and Giza Pyramid actually. But then, when once I reached there, I become a different person. I really enjoy the temple, buildings, the architecture. I felt that I'm a part of the Egypt civilization. I just felt it. And after the trip, the theme, such a light-minded people. I really love the themes. And also the food, that's a highlight. We really had a good food over there. And okay, after the trip, the last day after the meditation, actually I'm like now today I'm totally in a surrender mood, 100% in surrender mode. I just accept whatever come to me. It's like a kind of like I'm no more in a mind mood anymore. Total surrender. Thank you.
It's quite interesting. Even for me, my own experience is this was my first overseas trip after many years. Before COVID, I used to travel a lot of countries. I used to travel average of 3 to 4 countries per month, and we used to do many international events and tours and spiritual trips we used to do. But after the COVID, more focused on the online for the first 2 years. And then later on, for the last 2 years, I'm in Agasthiyar Ashram, basically to develop this ashram. And that is my gratitude towards my teacher, Patriji. That is his last wish before he vacated the body. So I wanted to totally dedicate 2 years to fulfill his mission, his vision, which is also my vision, by the way, to make this place a place for all the sincere seekers of truth so that they can come and do sadhana in silence. So recently I feel my work is done in this ashram. All the basic infrastructure, the rooms, the pyramids, the markabas, the standard operating procedures, everything has been put on place. So I feel my work is done. I need to move on. I was contemplating that it's time to go back to the teaching, full-time teaching, because that is what I really enjoy. My joy is really in teaching and traveling and meeting new people, new cultures, and inspiring them to be enlightened masters. So when I went to this Egypt trip, I felt like, wow, yes, I have to restart my mission, my global mission. I have to restart. So this Egypt trip really inspired me to go on fully and get back to my soul plan of traveling around the world and inspiring many more people rather than staying in one place. It's done. Now it is done. So you'll see me traveling to more countries and reaching out to you. And yes, of course, wherever we travel, we'll motivate them to establish similar kind of ashrams so that people can get the best of it. And in the next week, I guess I'll be traveling to Pune for a 3 days workshop, and after that to Kerala, Cochin, and there I'm also giving a lecture. And all this is through this BHF, the Breath Energy Health Foundation. So I'll be traveling to a few cities for the next 2 weeks, and after that I'm going to Vietnam for about a month. And in Vietnam, we are meeting the UN officials, and we are meeting corporate heads, business people, CEOs, and establish meditation centers there, mindfulness meditation centers, and motivate all the movers and shakers in the business world to incorporate meditation and mindfulness among their employees in their working style, and also raise the business standards. So quite exciting. So the Egypt trip was a motivation for me to go full on into the next stage of my journey. So for the next 10 years is very important. So the next 10 years, it's focused. Clarity is there, what to do. So that was my experience with the Egypt trip. A lot of fun was there in Egypt. A lot of satsang questions, jokes, a little bit of dance, a little bit of songs. A lot of fun was also there. Yes. That is the first thing. When I stepped into this ashram, my intuition was so strong, and I heard this voice. I was walking from the hilltop going downwards. I think it's on my second day. I entered this ashram, and there was a very crystal clear voice coming from within my heart space, from the Anahata chakra. Detachment is your greatest weapon. Because it is a new place for me. It's a new place, and I never did this kind of civil work, because all my life I was always been a teacher. There are people organizing the events, and I come on the stage, and I'm a full-time teacher before. So I never worked with the workers, and that too in a remote village in Tamil Nadu, and dealing with the local people, dealing with the workers, dealing with the local village heads, the politicians, and handling money. A lot of money was involved, and building the superstructures, 40-room apartment. I mean, like buildings, 2 blocks of buildings. So one is a 16-room, and another was almost a 24-room block. Then building Agasthiyar pyramid, and setting out all the SOPs, standard operating procedures. It was too much for me. Then I was thinking, is it my cup of tea? So there was a bit of concern. Is it my cup of tea? Then there was a voice from within my heart space which said, "Detachment is your greatest weapon. Detachment is your greatest weapon." So I said, "Okay, I'm here on a mission. I'm here to do the things I'm not doing. It is happening through me." So that helped me to be detached. Where during the bricklaying, while we are building these blocks, while we are building soul ashram bit by bit, I used to tell myself, it is happening through me. I'm not doing it. It's happening through me, and I'm willing to leave anytime. I'm detached. So that was the greatest weapon for me. And actually, being in detachment helps you to be lightweight. Being in detachment helps you to explore new adventures, new avenues. The world is so big, the planet Earth is so big. Why get stuck in a small space? Time to explore the whole world. So, detachment helps you to be a global citizen, to be a galactic citizen. Yeah, detachment even from the earthly things, then you become a galactic citizen. Yeah. Thank you.
It was really a most wonderful, amazing experience. I had never thought I was going to make it, but when I saw that it was Sir's venture to take all of us, and Asha inspired me, I immediately.
Madam, a few words about yourself.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
that
I'm Sheila Pai. I'm actually from Manipal in Karnataka, but based in Dubai all these years because I'm a gynecologist, but I've retired now, so I'm also traveling. So, like Sir, I realize that now is the time that we should utilize to know ourselves and know what our purpose is, and also to explore. So, I think this, with Sir's inspiration, it was such a wonderful trip. Everywhere he made us realize what is the significance and how intense the vibrations are. And we were made to meditate at the right spots, which gave us a wonderful experience. So I think if we went on our own, we would have just seen buildings and come with no meaning. So it was a very, very meaningful trip, which also brought in some awakening that one mainly look into your inner self and try to know yourself. And secondly, to be mindful and also learn to move with detachment at every step, which will help you to move further in life in much ease. But our group was so wonderful. Everybody was so much closely internet. So we enjoyed every moment. We also had a hot air balloon trip, which is unforgettable, which I never thought in my wildest dreams I would be able to do it. So every part of the trip was so well thought and planned. And Manoj sir also took a lot of pain to make sure that we had good food. And whenever the food was not up, he himself got involved and did cook for us, which was really amazing. So I think overall it was a great experience. So you're such a bright and awakening soul that you bring that trigger into everybody's heart. That makes everybody get attracted to go wherever you are. So you're just setting up a ashram and going will not help because it's your presence that would attract people. So, but really it has been wonderful, sir, knowing you, because as Asha said, we knew only other part of your side, but this time being with you was a wonderful experience. Thank you so much for every part of it.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, sorry. I was just working all around today. So it is Sunday and it's a family day. And I would like to share my experience also. It was simply, I would say, it's a great, great experience. I had a lot of visions actually when Sir was taking. Every day was an amazing day. Every day was a wonderful day. because like especially Asha Pai said that we went to a hot air balloon, and I'm not scared of heights, but I was not sure if I could really breathe, because on that top high level, then she was saying, Madhvi, you can do it. When we all are there, why can't you do it? Just get in. So I was a little bit scared because of the height, and I was not sure, but it was so amazing, really so amazing. And the whole group was like a family, and I was literally crying at the end of the day, because I don't want to leave the group, and I just abandoned myself from that group. But every day it's a new day actually, and sir's classes and the group, each and every person is so unique and so lovable. Really, I mean, you all know that I have a lot of pain inside, and it's not that easy to get that pain out. It's not like 1 or 2 days, because you know that I lost 5 people in my life, like at a stretch. So it's very, very difficult for me to come out of that pain. But when I went to this trip, it was really, I just wanted to understand the journey, the soul journeys and our journeys. And this trip gave me really a very, very good insights. And I'm a new person, always laughing again. I got my originality back. The childhood Madhavi, you could see me now. And it was a great fun, really. We had a lot, especially Deepa. Deepa is like more or less like my mom only. She imitates everybody, and we had so much fun. We sang so many songs, and yeah, simply the food was really great, and the ship, the sunsets were so amazing actually on the top of the ship. I mean, the cruise. It was a great experience. I'm going to write another book, printing out all the pictures, and the pictures also came so lovely on the desert and with the pyramids. The highlight was inside the pyramid as well, the vibrations. And I did not tell about the vision there also, what we had. I mean, at least what I had. I will send it in a voice message, and I will send it in a prescribed, like, in a documentation to Neeli Mother. And thank you so much for all the masters who made me as a family, actually. So I don't miss my family, which I lost in pandemic. And I'm really, really thankful and gratitude for all of them. Thank you. And thank you so much, sir. Thank you. And then my question is, wait a second. You all know that I'm Madhavi from Germany. Everybody laughs at me. Actually, my question is, I asked you how to be a good student. Now I will ask how to be a good teacher. What should I have the qualities of a teacher? That's my question. Thank you.
To be a good student, you need to be...
You told me.
Like, this is part of the answer. Patience. To be a good student, you need to be sincere. To be a good teacher, you need to be honest. If you don't know something, you need to be honest to say, I don't know. If you know only some, you need to say, okay, I know only this much. So you need to be honest. To be a good teacher, you need to be honest, number one. Okay. Integrity and authenticity is very, very important to be a good teacher.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
All right. So in the trip, there were many highlights in the trip, actually. Because when you are going to the places, you can see that the civilization is a 5,000 years old civilization. 5,000 years. And you see the huge temples built by the pharaohs in those days. You need a lot of passion to build that kind of huge structures. And also, not only one person having that passion, it's not only the king having that passion. So he should imbibe that passion to his countrymen to motivate to build that kind of huge structures. And also, the most interesting part was in most of the temples, it is it is portrayed that the king is bowing down to the gods and the goddesses. So even though the king had money, power, wealth, army, everything he had, but still he was always surrendered to the divine. And it is very clearly projected as sculptures, as holographic images. It says, without the divine grace, even though you are the greatest of the greatest king, without the divine grace, it's of no use. So the first emphasis was on the divine grace. Like they always took permission from the gods and the goddesses. They always surrendered to the divine, to the invisible force before starting the structure in the process of building. And so every major decisions they have taken, they I felt, because to create that kind of huge structures and such a civilization, and Nile River was the lifeline. It's a lifeline of the entire Africa, Nile River. And so it is, the Nile is part of their life. The river is part of their life. Without the river, there is no Egypt, there is no civilization. And going on, traveling on that river in a cruise and meditating and having satsang, speaking the truth, you are connecting to uh, the essence of that civilization 5,000 years ago. And the other amazing thing is, it is built, the civilizations are always based on their own limited understanding, because now we are in the age of light. See, 5,000 years ago, there were not that many enlightened masters on the planet Earth. Now we know about law of karma, dharma, and we know about seven bodies. We know life after death. We know many things, because there are many enlightened masters who have researched a lot about it. There are many books. And so now we are in the age of light. But those days, 5,000 years ago, it's in the age of dark ages. So they always had this faith in the sun god, because sun is the light, showering in the light. Without sun, there is no light. Without water, there is no life. So with the limited understanding of the complete understanding of life, how they simply surrendered to the divine, and just with the simple surrender to the divine, how such great magic and miracles can be achieved, how such amazing things can be built. So that was a fascinating thing. And also personally, I got an opportunity to go into the basement of the chamber in the Great Pyramid in Giza. We went to the King's Chamber, meditated, and then we went to the Queen's Chamber. And see, I've been there a couple of times before in the Queen's Chamber. So after the people were made meditate in the Queen's Chamber, so I went to the basement of the Great Pyramid. So it's a very tedious journey where you have to crawl almost more than 100 meters. And it's a very narrow pathway. And there in the basement, there was a well. There was a deep well. And of course, it is pitch dark. The well is pitch dark. You cannot see the water. But the inspector of that pyramid, he said it is a well. And I could see the mud, the basement. It is like a cave. And we meditated there in the cave. It was an amazing experience. And I can say for sure, the pyramids are built only for activation, for the spiritual activation. Right. And the interesting thing is, the next time we go, whenever it is, the next time we go, I plan to take you all to a desert, a white desert, a Siwa desert, where there is oasis. So there will be a lot of fun, and there will be a lot of healing activities. There will be a lot of spa and massages. It's all spiritual because it is in the middle of the desert. So we'll be doing that the next time. So that's all about the Egypt trip. Now let us move on. Okay, so now we have Zubia here. So Zubia, also, yeah, quick sharing from your side. Zubia is originally from Pakistan, but settled in US. She joined the trip. Very sensitive lady. Yes, let us listen from her. Yes, Zubia.
Sir, I just gave a 1.5 hour session before this for my sharing.
Okay, in another platform, is it good?
Yeah. So first, sir, thank you because a lot of gratitude to you and Manoj for organizing the trip in such a way. I was looking at the number of places we went to and all of the things we did in the time we had. You made it very, very amazing. It was like flawless. We went from place to place. It was like it had a rhythm of its own. So thank you very much for that. And I think the biggest thing that I gathered there was in the King's Chamber. I actually got unwell before that, but I didn't want to affect anybody's. I did not want this thing to be impacted. But I had a really bad allergic reaction and was not feeling well at all. And but I was like, if I'm to be sick in this room alone, or perhaps actually I was feeling I was gonna leave. So I said, instead of me dying alone, I should die with my soul family. So I said, no, I'll go with you guys. So I left messages from my family, from my husband and my kids, that and then I got onto that bus with you. So when we got the journey itself up was very hard for me as well, because I was also short of breath. So that tunnel was very, very hard, and a lot of courage needed. For a moment, I did close my eyes that I don't think I'll make it, but I made through that as well. Somehow the group energy pulled me through, and I made it to the chambers. In the chambers, when I lied down, I wanted to sit in the corner because I wanted some support, but I didn't get space, so I sat in the center. I felt very alone, but right then, my two of the people came and sat next to me as if they were my guardians. So that gave me some encouragement, and I could feel their love. So I sat down, and you said a few words, and then we started to meditate. And during that meditation, I felt that that's it. I don't have enough energy to go down. So I have come up to this chamber to lie and rest forever. So I lied, closed my eyes, and I lied down. I said, okay, this chamber has been built for me, and I am going to lie down, and goodbye world. So I closed my eyes, has gone. I came back after a little while. I said, oh, I'm still here. But then I gave myself the same story. I've loved everybody. I know I am here with my soul family. I've done everything I wanted to do in my life. I'm ready to go. I closed my eyes again. But that one thought came in my mind after I closed my eyes second time, that I will have to come back and do all the homework again. So I'm like, no, 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 no. Oh no, hold the line. I don't think I'm ready to go yet. So I was like, okay, I cannot go now. I have to come back. I have to understand what is it that I am to do. So I closed my in my I put my hands on my heart. So when we had gone to Karnak temple, we had met Sekhmet. Um, everybody had connected, and when I had connected, he had connected in my heart. I felt that he had come and held my heart. So I put my hands on my heart and I asked for guidance. I said, okay, guide me, make me brave like you. Give me the energy to go back down, because I don't think I have enough energy to walk down those big stairs. So then I started to get up and sit. When I sit, and I see that there is this tall white crystal standing in front of me. Right in front of me, it's sitting. I'm like, oh my God, sir said he didn't bring the crystal, and it's sitting right in front of me. And I was like so happy that I got to meet it. So then I looked at that crystal and I said, okay, show me the path, show me my path, show me the light. And then it just got up and it came inside of my heart. Now I felt suddenly, I started to feel like, do you know, like you have a candle and you put it under the flame and it starts to melt? So I felt like everything inside of me started to melt. Whatever was inside of me, whatever I was holding, it started to melt, and I was like, okay, something is happening, but I did not fight. I surrendered, said, okay, I have to accept what is happening. Whatever has happened, I'm not going to fight it. I'm just going to let it happen. So it just felt like it's the layers and layers of me were just melting. And and I just was praying for guidance that just helped me understand what is next. So when then sir said that it's time to 5 minutes or 5 seconds, something like that, and then I saw a vision in my head, and something like, be the hands of God. So at that moment, I listened to that, and then I was like, okay, what does that mean? And then I was right, okay, I have to be in service. I have to serve. And not just who I know and who I love, but the universe, be there for everybody, be the hands of God. So that's what I got from the chamber, that be the hand of God.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
I think many people, they have felt the crystal energies in the King's Chamber. Actually, I didn't bring the crystal there. The physical crystal I didn't bring in there. And sometimes I ask the people, can't you see the crystal standing in front of you? Can't you see the crystal inside your heart? So they all got the answers in the King's Chamber. All right. Thank you. So now let us go to some questions. So it is important that we share this because there are many people who wanted to come to Egypt, but probably they couldn't come because of financial reasons, or because of the time, or because they have other commitments. But it is good that, sharing from others, you're getting the live first-hand experience. Okay, so a beautiful question. Self-love is must. Self-importance leads to ego. Okay. You feel you are important and others are not. That is egoistic attitude. Self-importance misleads you. Self-love guides you. The more you accept yourself, see, you have to understand, love is an outcome. Love is a byproduct of acceptance. You accept somebody unconditionally, then the love blossoms. You accept unconditionally. You accept their positives, you accept their negatives, you accept them as they are. Then very naturally the love blossoms. So you accept yourself unconditionally. Then there is self-love, which is a very good thing and which is essential towards enlightenment. Without self-love, enlightenment is not possible. In other words, every enlightened master is a master with full of self-love. But self-importance, putting yourself in a pedestal, thinking you are the most important person and others are not, so that involves an ugly comparison. Thinking you are important, others are not important. That takes you away from oneness consciousness. So self-importance leads to a separation consciousness. Self-importance leads to separation consciousness. Self-love guides you into oneness consciousness. Okay. Understand, when you're doing the right meditation, that means you're closing the eyes and you're observing the breath. And your intention is pure. Your intent of doing meditation is enlightenment. When your intention is pure, when you're doing the right meditation, which is observing the breath, then you have to understand you are not alone. There are two invisible masters, your own spirit guides. There'll be two masters standing next to you, protecting you, taking care of you, making sure that your inner journey is taken care of, safe. As long as your intentions are pure, that your intention is only enlightenment, nothing else. You're not behind siddhis, you're not behind name and fame, you're not behind anything. Your only focus is self-realization. And you are doing anapanasati meditation, where no mantra, no tantra, no yantra, nothing. You're just surrendering to your own breath. You're surrendering to your natural breath. So when you're surrendered to your breath, you are surrendered to the divine, you are surrendered to your higher self, without any expectations. So nothing to be worried. You are not alone. You can experience this. For the people who are having this kind of fears, where they sit in meditation, they listen to these voices, and sometimes it is scary. You don't know if it is a higher master coming, or you don't know if it is a mischief entity coming and disturbing you. So how do you take care of yourself? Just only one mantra. Focus on your intention. As long as your intention is pure, God is with you. Remember this. Anywhere, any place, in any dimension, As long as your intention is pure, the divine is with you. No need to be fearful. Next. Emails asking for bank account. So I thought this will be the way you can capture the screen. And so, by the way, this trust has ATG. You can claim in your tax returns. The trust account has ATG. And by the way, we have our the secretary of the trust and also an auditor by profession, Madhavi Madam. I would like you to unmute and speak a few words. And one more announcement with this trust is because it is this is the trust we have started in India. So only the funds from the Indian account is allowed. And if you are living overseas, you can transfer through your friends or relatives. But the intention is, so whatever the money you send, that money is going to be, every penny is going to be used for the right purpose. So what is the purpose is to reach out to the youngsters, to reach out to as many people as possible, to stop the suicide rates, to reach out to the schools, to reach out to the universities, to reach out to the corporate offices and educate them about the science of meditation and to teach them about a healthy living, happy living. And eventually, we want to reach out to the United Nations, WHO, and inspire the whole planet Earth to live a healthy and a happy life. So that is the intention of this foundation. So I would like Madhavi Madam to speak a few words.
Namaste, friends. Ji, thank you so much. As you have said, all our purpose, the creation of this foundation, it is very clear, and we will do everything ethically and for the benefit of the spiritual seekers with your flagship. Thank you.
And Neelam, I think you can close the screen so that later. Okay. So, yes, Madhavi Vijay, I want you to share about your own journey, spiritual journey. When did you come to meditation and what made you to volunteer to be part of it, and how you are guided by your inner to do the service, and now finally you have become a trustee and also a secretary for this trust, and you're an accountant. Yes, please share your spiritual insights and your inner guidance to do service, because you're doing an amazing service. I want everybody to listen to your the inner guidance you got for service and how you are so authentic and transparent.
Okay. See, I was doing meditation right from 2008. The search was there always, and life had thrown always challenges. And the meditation was like, whenever there are challenges, we pick up meditation, do everything sincerely, and once it all settles, then meditation goes back in. It was like this, and I had everything: money, education, good kids, nice husband, nice family. Everything was there, but still there was some emptiness. And with the corona, the depression was at greater levels, and that's when I got introduced to anapanasati, pyramid meditation, through my sister-in-law. And Padriji's words stuck very hard, and no complaints, taking ownership, taking responsibility for your life. Nobody else is responsible. Whatever you are only responsible. So that took a total U-turn into my visions. So I took ownership of whatever I'm going through. So what should I do? Or who will work on it? Only I have to work on it. So I took the responsibility and ownership. So it was like amazing. Meditation became very regular, and I started searching myself. And every moment I was with myself, I was happy. One second. Harish phone panna.
You're off the video. Yes.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry.
It's
So
okay. Go ahead.
every time, so I got connected more towards myself. And this ashram, I had a few visits in the ashram, and silence got into my system. So that gave me different insights. And every time, even with Badriji's messages, I was more towards, I having got so many. Having got so many things, having got so many things from PSSM, I wanted to share something from my side, also contribute something to back to the society. So that side, it was all focused to service. That's when I happened to meet Pradeep sir during one of Buddha Purnima celebrations, and I was asking Pradeep sir, give me some small a small place where I can do some sort of service back to the society. And Pradeep sir said, yeah, I'll let you know, madam. So that was our conversation with regard to service. And then I was so happy that when there was an opportunity, sir thought about me, and he called me in. So with that, I'm continuing. And initially, when BEHF talks were on, I told Pradeep sir, so he is the founder. So I told Pradeep sir, I will help you out with registrations and whatever possible, like, from compliances, statutory, whatever compliances and mandatory requirements, I will help you with floating your foundation in India. And during the talks, he said, you feel happy, he asked me, so you feel happy when you feel you have to teach the young community regarding this life lessons, right? He asked me, and I said, yes, I always feel happy when I teach, and I give some light to the thoughts of young people. So he said, then you have to be a trustee and you have to be a secretary. So it all opened just like that. So that's how I am into this BHF. Still, this is one of my role that I play, and I hope I'll play it to my full.
Thank you. Thanks for sharing. And when Madhavi Madam was in Ladakh, she revealed a deep secret. She said that she regretted her whole life why she did CA. And she said, now I'm proud that I have taken CA so that I can do service. So she's a chartered accountant. So she regretted her whole life why she took the CA thing, because she was not at all passionate doing that thing. And now she said, now I know this is part of my life mission. And I feel very proud that I've taken CA so that I can do service to this. Thank you.